What's up, guys? Here today with another video game review. This is another game that was in my top 10 games I was looking forward to this year. I'm finally glad to finally get to the review. Took a little extra couple days than I thought it was going to be. I've been so wrapped up in doing some other things, but here we go. The review of SunSet OverDrive exclusively on the Xbox One. And I gotta say, man, you know, this game is fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've read other reviews. It seems like a lot of people like it. Some people don't. To me, though, I don't care if other people liked it or not. I'm enjoying the game. I'm having fun with it. Let's start off with the story to this game. The Fizz company had created a energy drink called Overcharge, and pretty much it's just like any other energy drink out there in the market. They decided to go ahead and skip health regulation protocols in order to go ahead and sell their drink faster and make more money. But with them skipping the protocols, it turned pretty much the whole population of SunSet into monsters. For those who, most of the people actually drank it. So there's very few people left alive that haven't turned into the mutants and the monsters. And from there, pretty much, the story takes place where you're in the apocalypse. Pretty much, the SunSet has been cut off into a dome kind of like where nobody can get out. And pretty much the company is saying there was a virus started there and they're sealing it off. And they're trying to, you know, keep it from from pretty much the whole world finding out about them skipping the regulations and turning the people into the mutants themselves. And the mutants are pretty much known as overdoses, but in the game you pretty much call them ODs. And from there you go, you work your way, you're trying to get out of the city, you meet new people, make new friends. And from there, you know, the story's just about trying to go out there and get out of the city, expose the company for what they did. You know, and the story's not all that memorable. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this game's not a serious game. I don't think it takes itself serious at all. It's meant to be an open world apocalypse game that's fun. That'll get you laughing, and you're going to be doing a lot of laughing. Imagine, it's kind of like a Dead Rising 3, only except not serious at all. It's a fun game, and it makes you laugh, and you enjoy playing it. Not saying I didn't enjoy Dead Rising 3 either, this is just a very funny, unserious version of Dead Rising 3 Apocalypse, except with zombies, and you got mutants. So, the story, you know, the story's pretty well. I'm not going to really go into too much of it with you guys because I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't played the game and picked it up yet. But it's not an all that memorable story, but there are moments that you're going to laugh your ass off and you're going to have fun with. And some things are just going to, like, wow, did that really happen? Moving on to gameplay, it's definitely, it's a third-person shooter. But it's an open world game, so you gotta, you know, and in order to navigate around this open world game, you're thinking you're running or driving. You won't be doing any driving, unfortunately. I wish you could. Running, pretty much it's not really, it's like running and walking at the same time. It's the slowest way actually to move around in the city, believe it or not. However, to move around the city pretty fast and to get to your destinations, there's wall running, grinding on rails, electric wires you can grind on. That kind of stuff. It helps you maneuver around the city and gets you faster. Not only that, but it's an important part of gameplay when you're grinding on rails or wires or wall running, because you can shoot your enemies from there, which levels you up. And also, if you go head-on, for say, against some of the mutants, or even if you be fighting other enemies who are actually human and have guns, they can kill you, and they will kill you a lot more quicker if you're just on your feet shooting at them. But however, when you're on the rails and you're grinding around them, there'll be certain places are set up where you can grind around all of them and shoot them, and it's a lot more easier to kill them, and it's faster, and you won't get damaged as much. And with also that being said about upgrades, like I was saying about, you get some cool guns. You know, you got your traditional guns like an AK. I believe it's called AKFU. again, another fun thing about this game, they're doing some fun things. They got a cool gun which shoots out teddy bears with dynamite on them, which are timer set. But I mean, if you hit an enemy head on with the teddy bear, it'll automatically blow it up. However, if not, it'll shoot over and it sets off in a timer. They got a gun that shoots at old label records. Another gun that shoots out mines all over the place. Some really cool different guns, and you can buy. I haven't gotten all of the guns in the game yet because I'm still playing the game. I beat it, but I'm going back and replaying it, and they still have a lot of guns you can pick up and buy. You know, and they also got regular guns too, like regular handguns and all that. But definitely playing with some of these unique, fun, different weapons is just it's fun to sit there and use them, and I enjoy it anyway. Moving on to the sound. The sound sounds great. The music is awesome. It's a rock and roll kind of. It's definitely a rock and roll music, and I love that about this game. And there's times when you know the music's just dull and there's no music at all. And you kick into a mission, or even if you're free roaming, and you start killing people, and the music pops on, and oh man, the rock and roll gets you pumped up, and it's kind of badass. And I love the songs too. I actually want to go out and buy the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack's pretty good, and definitely worthy of being bought. You know, the voice acting is pretty good in the game. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think all of it. Not only your character, whose voice is pretty good, but I think all the other side characters definitely have great voices, great acting. You definitely can't tell if there's a dull moment or not. I mean, it's definitely entertaining, and they do a pretty good job of that. Graphics, this is definitely a Borderlands look kind of game, you know. Definitely's got that kind of look, and it's a very colorful, unique world, and I enjoy it. I think it's pretty good. I like the colors in it. I like how they use them to pop out, especially with the orange when you kill the ODs and they blow up. Pretty much everything looks good in here, graphic-wise. I mean, it's definitely, you can tell it's definitely a next-gen game, and I think that's a great thing about it. Replay value. You definitely can go back and replay this game after you beat it. I mean, you still gotta do, you know, there's still a ton of challenges to do. You know, you still gotta get stuff for certain characters, and you unlock stuff. I mean, pretty much, once the story's beat, the story's beat. But replay value's pretty good on it. I'm going back. I'm an achievement hunter. I love achievements on the Xbox. If you do too, you're definitely going to be going back like me, trying to get those achievements. You got to do certain stuff. So replay value is pretty good. There's also an online mode where you can go ahead. It's called Chaos Squad. You can go ahead and play with other players. And pretty much what you do is you play like 6 or 7 missions, I think, where you're pretty much just going around and you're killing ODs, and you're trying to, at the same time, not only doing a co-op, but you're also trying to beat the other players by killing more ODs and getting a higher score. And then pretty much when you get done beating the 6 or 7 missions, I believe it is. I know you play at least 5 to 7 missions, I believe. I'm not sure the exact number, but after that, you get to go on at the end where you have to defend you have to defend the towers, I believe it is, from the OD getting into destroying and getting all the overdrive. And that's also another thing where you pretty much having even more enemies come at you, and you can set up all kinds of different traps for them. And you play against other players, and you're pretty much trying to get a higher score than them. And at the end, when you do, it's pretty much like a casino slot where you got like, if you fill them all 5 up, you know, you get so much money, some gear, some weapons, all kinds of cool things. So that's definitely cool. However, I mean, it does kind of get old eventually. You know, it's pretty much the same thing. There's no, other than killing so many enemies for 5 or 7 missions, and then defending pretty much your kind of little base of overcharge so the OD doesn't get to it. And there's no free roaming actually with co-op too, which is a little bit disappointing. They have said, however, in the future it will probably definitely happen in expansions or something like that. And I think that'd be cool. I like to co-op, just free roam through the city with my friends, not have to worry about playing against other people and beating it, but just traveling around around SunSet with your friends and just having a good time. I think that would be cool, and I look forward to that. So with that being said, my review here of SunSet Overdrive is a 9 out of 10. I think it's a great game, and for an exclusive on Xbox One, it is definitely great for Xbox players. I'm telling you, if you got an Xbox One, I recommend you go out and pick up SunSet Overdrive. I think you're gonna have fun with the game. Like I said, it doesn't take itself too serious, but that's a good thing. I mean, we have some games that do that and they suck, but this game you're meant to have fun. You're meant to enjoy yourselves and have fun and laugh at these moments. And the campaign, however, seems to be a little bit short. But you know what? I think SunSet Overdrive, especially with the ending they have, they definitely leave it open for a sequel. And I think this would be a good franchise that can move on and definitely make another game, and we can have fun with it, and we're gonna enjoy it. So guys, like I said, my final review is a 9 out of 10. I recommend you go pick out this game. Hopefully you like it. Like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you thought about the game if you've already played it. If you haven't, let me know what you thought about the review and if you're going to pick it up. And as always, have a good one, be safe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.